We are at video number 8. A student is asking a question. In the Bhagavad Gītā, I often hear two different ideas. Some say the soul is different from God, and some say it is the same as God. Which one is correct? Teacher replies, both ideas appear in the Gita, but they are not contradictions. They are different layers of the same truth. To, under, to understand this, imagine a spark and a fire. To understand this, imagine a spark and a fire. The spark is tiny, separate, and individual. The fire is vast, powerful, and all pervading. The spark comes from the fire and has the same nature, light and heat. But the spark can never become the whole fire. Although it belongs to the fire and shares its qualities. The Gita says the Atman is like the spark, while God is like the infinite fire. A student is asking a question. So the soul is similar to God, but not identical. Teacher replies, exactly. Krishna says, the soul is eternal. Verse number 20 of chapter 2. The soul is unborn, undying. Verse number 20 of chapter 2. The soul is a part of God. Verse number 7 of chapter 15. But he also says God is the source of everything. Refer to verse number 8 of chapter 10. God is the inner ruler, the supreme self. Refer to verse number 23 of chapter 13. God controls material nature and upholds the universe. Refer to verse number 10 of chapter 9. So, the soul is divine, but God is the infinite divinity. The Gita teaches oneness in essence, difference in magnitude. A student is asking another question. If the soul is part of God, does that mean we are God? Teacher replies, not in the sense that we control the universe, but yes, in the sense that we share God's nature, consciousness, eternity, bliss. We arise from God. We return to God when we realize our true identity. Think of a drop of the ocean. It is the ocean in quality. It is not the entire ocean in power or size. The Gita encourages you. The Gita encourages you to feel this inner divinity, not to inflate your ego, but to discover your real strength. A student is asking another question. If the soul is part of God, why do we feel separate? Teacher replies, because of ignorance, in Sanskrit, avidya. Krishna says the soul is covered by desire, ego, attachment, fear, confusion. This makes the soul forget. Forget what? I am eternal. I am divine. My source is God. The goal of spiritual life is not to become something new. It is to remember what you already are. A student is asking another question. What is the relationship between Atman and Paramatman? Teacher replies, the Gītā uses two words. Atman means the individual consciousness. Paramatman means the supreme consciousness that resides in every heart. Paramatman means the supreme consciousness that resides in every heart. Krishna describes this beautifully in chapter 13. The individual soul watches and experiences life. The Supreme Soul guides, sustains, and witnesses everything. Very good point. The individual soul, which we call Jiva, watches and experiences life. The Supreme Soul guides, sustains, and witnesses everything. Like the birds on the same tree. Like two birds on the same tree, one bird eats the fruit, which is karma. The another bird simply watches lovingly God. When the individual soul looks toward the Supreme Soul, clarity, peace, and devotion arise. A student is asking another question. Is one view ultimately higher, oneness or separateness? Teacher replies, both are correct, depending on your spiritual maturity. Number one, dualistic view. You see God as the Lord and yourself as the servant. This is the path of devotion, bhakti. It fills life with humility, love, trust, surrender. So the first one is dualistic view. The second one, non-dualistic view, means oneness. You feel God within yourself as your true nature. This is the path of knowledge or gyan or jnana. It gives fearlessness, inner strength, peace, clarity. Number three, unity in diversity. That is Gita's synthesis. Krishna teaches a balanced truth. The soul is part of me, not separate, connected. The soul is part of me, not separate, connected. This is why the Gita brings harmony between devotion, knowledge, action, meditation. No need to pick only one. You can follow anything you like: devotion, knowledge, action, meditation, or all of them. A student is asking another question: what should I take as a practical message from this teaching? Teacher replies, take this life changing insight. Take this life changing insight. And what is that? You are not weak. You are not limited. You carry the spark of the divine. When you feel, when you feel lost, remember the eternal light within you. When you feel afraid, remember God walks with you in you. When you feel confused, bring your mind to the inner guide. When you feel discouraged, draw strength from the infinite source. Krishna's message is realize your divine nature. Connect with the Supreme within, and you will rise above every difficulty. So, what is the Krishna's message? Realize your divine nature, connect with the Supreme within, and you will rise above every difficulty. This is the most powerful and motivational truth of the Gita. A student is asking another question: can I say the soul is one with God, but is still itself? Teacher replies, yes, that is the Gita's teaching in one sentence. And what's that? The soul is eternally connected to God, one in essence, different in identity. This connection is the foundation of devotion, wisdom, righteousness, inner peace, fearlessness, purpose, freedom. When you understand this, life transforms. Teacher gives final message. You are a spark of the Supreme. You may feel small, but your source is infinite. When you live in this awareness, no obstacle can overpower you. You rise not by ego, but by inner divinity. This is the heart of the Bhagavad Gita. Hari Om.